All right, so I had done this video for the last 15 minutes or so and just realized that I never actually pushed the record button. Yeah, so technically this is like take 50 or 30, something like that. Anyway, so what is a character flaw? Character flaw is basically just an imperfection, problem, or some type of limitation that affects the way other people see us. The best character flaws are the ones that are tied directly to the plot or premise of our story. So when you think about movies like Neo and the Matrix, Mr. Smith, the antagonist of the movie, his goal was pretty much to wipe out humanity or keep humans as slaves. That goal is tied directly to Neo's character flaw. Neo's character flaw was he didn't believe in himself. Now, Neo was the chosen one, and in order for him to help save the world, he needed that confidence in order to kick Mr. Smith's ass. So in order for Neo to achieve his goal, he had to overcome his character flaw. So in the beginning of the movie, he starts off one way where he doesn't believe in himself, but by the time the story unfolds, he has his full confidence and he's able to face the villain and Mr. Smith with full force and stop bullets and that type of shit. Now, we're going to talk about 3 different types of character flaws. The first type of character flaw is psychological character flaw. Some examples of a psychological character flaw is someone who maybe doesn't feel good about themselves. They have low self-esteem. Or someone who is scared to stand up for themselves. Like think about Karate Kid. You know, he's getting bullied throughout the entire movie, and in order for him to overcome that, he had to overcome his character flaw of basically kind of being a sucker. The second type of character flaw is a physical character flaw. Now this is like the surface type of stuff. Things like a scar on the face, or they have a patch over their eye because maybe they lost their eye in a war or something like that. The guy walks with a limp, talks with a slur, talks with a lisp, you know, or something even more physical where half his face is missing. Now these type of things are, you know, typically just kind of put in place to make characters memorable. If it's tied to the plot, though, it's even better. The third type of character flaw is what's called a fatal flaw. Now this is something that is like a moral code of ethics that one of your character has about the world, or you know, some type of worldview. This could be a belief system that they have that is totally against like the norm. So for example, let's say a character is obsessed with population control, and maybe they concoct this evil plan to release some type of virus out into the world in order to kill off a certain amount of the population. And damn, wait a minute, that sounds about like what's going on right now. Another example could be something like Magneto from X-Men. You know, his belief system versus Dr. Xavier's belief system. You know, they both have a strong point of view, and you know, depending on who you empathize with the most can dictate who you believe is right or wrong. So there's really no right or wrong, because if someone has a certain type of worldview, who are we to say that they're wrong? You know, like their worldview is mostly gonna be based on their own personal experiences. So that was it. I'm keeping this one short because I have spent too much time screwing up this video. Hopefully you like it and you got something out of it. By the time I edit this, it might seem a little seamless, or maybe not. Either way, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Give me some comments in the comment section. If you have anything to say about character flaws, I want to hear it. Like if you have an opinion on it, or you have a question, make sure to ask me. I'll help out if I can. Or if you want to add something to the discussion, let's do it. Peace. All right, before you go, make sure you jump on the mailing list so you can get your free screenwriter's checklist, which will help you before, during, and after your next big script. And you will also get a link to a free filmmaker's glossary, which gives you some insight on the basic terms used in the film industry. Oh yeah, and before I forget, if you're on the fence or struggling with any new movie ideas, or you're just questioning if the idea that you do have is strong enough, make sure you check out the ebook that I wrote on how to write stronger story concepts, themes, and log lines. And as usual, don't forget to hit that like button and leave me a comment. All right? Peace.